Hello coaches, energy healers and solopreneurs. In this video, I'd like to review the happenings of 2020 and the lessons that I took from it. Now 2020 has been a challenging year for most. The pandemic took its toll on diverse communities, mental health and small businesses. Over in the US, there were also major events like Black Lives Matter. Black Lives became a movement. The stock market went into a crash before it's climbed up, and then there was also the US elections. Against this backdrop, I'd like to cover 3 important areas that I've got takeaways from. Firstly, the importance of taking a pause. Now, 2020 was the year of hitting the reset button. We were kind of forced to reevaluate the way we work, the way we live, the way we have designed our lives. Now, if there were issues to be addressed before, this was the year for it. We were called to reevaluate how we've been living together, especially in our homes, and if there were cracks before, how are we addressing them? Now that we are living in close proximity with each other, we had to look into ways to live more harmoniously together. And what do we need to let go of in order to build a stronger home? So these were some of the questions that we had to confront in the year 2020. Now, secondly, it's about letting go of panic. First, there was the toilet paper rush. Then there was the shortage of masks. And then there was also the roller coaster stock market ride. Now, in terms of the stock market, it severely punished the ordinary investors who are giving in to panic or even overconfidence. So there were a lot of lessons that I learned from the stock market ride. It's really about not giving into panic, not giving into fear, not getting too emotional, because when that happens, we become more confused and the worst of decisions we make. Now, instead, we needed to be a lot more calm so that we are better able to make wiser and better financial decisions. Then lastly, it was about pivoting the business. Now, a pivot in business means a change in the direction of the business. Now, a pivot is necessary when trends have changed, our products and services are no longer meeting the needs of the market, industry perspectives have changed, perhaps there's too much competition, or our current products are no longer having traction. Admittedly, at the start of this year, I had plans that I was already putting in place in the last 2 to 3 years, and then when 2020 came with all its challenges, I had to reevaluate a lot of the decisions that I've made. 2020 made it very clear to me that I needed to focus on creating my own brand and economy that will be a lot more resilient, that can stand the test of time, as well as be a lot more resilient regardless of any changes in the market. Hence, instead of expanding my energy on physical workshops, I needed to focus on creating more online programs and courses. Instead of doing things physically, I needed to also focus on creating my own brand, my own economy, and to build financial independence and looking for ways and strategies to leverage and to scale my business. Now, in the final week of 2020, the world is hopeful again with vaccines rolling out. Will things go back to the way they were pre-pandemic days? I doubt so. Not everything is going to be the same as they were before. Fundamental shifts have already started and taking place. And going into 2021, the theme will continue about how best we can pivot so that we can redesign our lives and in the way we live, in the way we work, and the way we run our businesses going forward. I'd like to invite you to do your own review of 2020. What were some of the lessons that you've picked up and where to go from here? Wishing you much love, better success, and improved health in 2021. See you in the new year.